Hello mate, how you doing?
Hey, that's a lovely boat.
Thank you very much. The big old girl you got there.
Yes.
Gorgeous mate. Nice little way to start a video. This is the third weekend now that I've been on the old Bosley. Going well so far. I had the weather on my side. Red arrows flew over today as well. It's still the Silverstone Grand Prix on. So we had two passes of the red arrows flying over here. Currently we are sitting in the second pound, or the holding pound. I'm not sure what the correct term is for it. But I'm 2 locks down from Blissworth Tunnel. Tried to get some footage in there, but it's pretty much useless. I can't imagine I'm going to be posting any of it because it's so dark. It went fairly well. Sod's law. Another vessel come along, but no real problems. To be honest, there's quite a lot of room, I thought, to go past each other, so it's a nice experience, definitely. It took us about 40 minutes to get through there, so I'll have to do some kind of calculation of the average mile an hour we did. Hopefully I wasn't breaking the law or canal speed limits or whatever. Pretty sure I wasn't. It wasn't tanking it along. I didn't want to scrape all the paint off the side of the boat, but I think we got away with it. A few minor bumps, I would say, but it went pretty well, to be honest, considering that's the first sort of major event. So then out of the tunnel, down the first 2 locks. My good friend Mark gave me a hand. So hopefully he's going to pop back down a little bit later and we're going to try and attack the last 5 locks, but not too sure how far we're going to get with that one. It's getting late now, it's nearly 5, it's probably going to take us 2, maybe 3 hours to get through there, so 8 to 8, it's going to be borderline. Afternoon,
hello.
How you doing?
Love your little boat.
Oh, thank you very much.
Is it yours?
Yeah, that's mine.
Gorgeous.
Cheers ladies. I like your little boats, that's the best way to get around, isn't it? Just drag them through the locks.
We would really like to have gone up to Blissworth, but
Yeah.
it's scary to go through the...
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't go through the tunnel on a canoe, mate.
we can't do that.
Have a nice afternoon.
And you, thank you.
bit of boating life there. Saw the ladies looking at the locks earlier, so I think they're just checking out whether they're going to be able to drag their boats through or not. They should be fine. There's only 2 up ahead of us now, or the way they're going ahead of me. I've got 5, as I say, so it's going to be an interesting little journey. Fingers crossed they're set my way, but just trying to think. I think the locks that they're heading for are set in the correct way for me to go back through them, so I'm presuming the locks that we're going to be attacking are all going to be set wrong, which will be fun, especially in this blimmin' heat. So we'll see how far we get with that and try and moor up a little bit further down. What have we done today? Excuse me. What have we done today? Done quite a few things actually. Bits and bobs. On the front of the boat there's a kick plate where you're coming through the front doors, and all the screws on that were I think what the bit of metal's called. Easier if I show it, I suppose. Oh, I'll wait till the wire boat gets into the lock. See him try to turn that thing round. He's got to have a bow thrust on that, surely. There's not a lot of room where he is to turn it over. Anyway, yeah, like you know, you get like the aluminium plate still with not rivets, grippy stuff on it. That's a great description of it. But anyway, this kick plate, it was screwed down with self-tappers, but none of them have been countersunk, so all of the heads of the screws were proud of the sheet metal, which is a little bit shonky. Only took me like 10 minutes or something to do that. When we got here last night, I think we got to the current mooring about 8, just after 8, so it was quite a late day yesterday. And then today I checked over the boat after the busy old day, and I knew the stern gland had a little bit of a leak. I should have done a video of it this morning, but it was say 2 or 3 inches deep with water in the engine compartment, so I sponged all that out, got rid of all the excess water. It was only 2 or 3 inch deep in the deepest part. It's obviously got a swept keel on it and stern. It's also got the extra addition of the I can't remember what it was called now, plate on the back, stern extension, let's just call it that. That was all hand beaten by Alan himself, so I'm sure he'll be disgraced to hear me calling it what I am. I think it's a swim, a hand beaten swim, I think that's what it's called. So yeah, the stern gland was leaking. Checked it this morning because obviously I knew it was leaking. I'd already checked this out before I made the journey, but it was not leaking that bad on my last journey. So I got back to the mooring in Blissworth and I gave it a little nip up on the threads. I don't think it really needed that because it was flipping super tight, so I only sort of gave it a little crack just to make sure it was all tight and etc. Gave it like, I don't know, quarter of a turn if that, maybe, just nipped it up a bit, and that was when I noticed that the stern gland lubricator was totally empty and screwed all the way down. So that was probably the cause of all the leaks, I'm guessing, because Alan did say it needed nipping up, but I don't think it needed nipping. I think it just needed refilling with lubrication, the grease. So I've done that, filled that up, retightened it, rechecked it, ran it for half hour or so, fine, no leaks, retightened at the end, brilliant, no problems.
Yeah, it's cold outside, isn't it?
So at the moment can't complain really, it's going well. Have we done anything else? I moved the throttle control up slightly on the box because it was at the bottom of a mounting box Just give you a little show now. There's not much going on the canal. Here you can see what I've done with the throttle. I've literally just moved from here up to here. And I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're sitting on the stern, you don't want to have to keep bending down to go for your throttle, so I've just moved that up a little bit. That consequently has brought the accelerator cable up. Helps to show what I'm talking about. It's brought the accelerator cable forward because it was sitting here. You can see the slight marks where it was. It was sitting against the swim, I guess, there. So what I've done here, I'm just going to drill a hole here and then cut with a saw just down here and create a little section for the wire to sit in. But that all just needed a little bit of tidying up under the plating. Just a few cable ties here and there. Let's do the water up before we spit it all. Sod's law, isn't it? Oi. Afternoon. How you doing? So right, yeah, this is the plate that I was talking about. All of these were proud, so just countersunk them, stuck them all in. Some of them were wonky already, so don't blame me that some of them are atrocious. This one's still not great, but this one, the state of that. And what can you say, eh? So yeah, done that, re-greased. Just marine grade EP2, standard really. There's plenty of videos about re-greasing stern glands on the internet. It's not particularly rocket science. Put it off, fill it up, try not to get any air in it. Use a butter knife is what most people do. If I can put the camera back down there. So what else have I done? Anything else? Got a new portaloo. Rid of the old one. I'm going to clean up the old one, hopefully I can use the cartridges. Just looking at the sealant on the log burner flue. It's a little bit old and crusty and broken. Not too sure about that. That needs cleaning. Any metal filings everywhere. Afternoon. How you doing?
You got a diddy one.
Yeah, mate. Little tiny girl.
Eh?
Little tiny girl, poodle along, spin around where I want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great. All I need.
Yeah.
You moored up just down the cut a bit,
live
or?
round here, so
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
What a place to live, mate.
Eh?
Beautiful. What a lovely place to live.
It's not bad round here. Not too bad. Just noisy Grand Prix and things like that.
Ah, yeah. Blooming red arrows flying over. I mean,
yeah, the red arrows as well.
what a nightmare they are, eh?
Yeah.
Cool. Have a good evening.
1860.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. Older than Abraham Lincoln.
Victorian iron icebreaker.
It used to be stationed in Bosley on the Macclesfield Canal.
Right.
So it would be working for Gorton, going up and down the canals, just clearing the ice for the working boats.
Put it in the winter.
Yeah, yeah. This little A-frame on it and a couple of guys rocking it about and towing it down with a horse. Brutal.
Yeah, the poor old horse.
What a job, eh?
Yeah. God.
Yeah, I would have thought a few of them fell off in their time, but...
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. God. Dinky them.
So where was I? Oh yeah, a little bit of cracking on the sill there, but that could just be repasted, I'm sure. Doesn't look like it's actually, soon find out when I run it up, but doesn't look like it's going to be leaking, I presume. If not, then that's going to be a fun job. Getting the flue off, getting all the old crap off of it and then re-sealing it. But yeah, other than that, I think I was saying I've got a new porta potty. Oh, exciting times. I've done anything else today. Just cleaned up the engine compartment a little bit, because obviously the leaking seems to be like... I cleaned it up, there seems to be a diesel leak as well in there, so I cleaned that up, and I'm not sure if it's just the just a little tiny little bit over time that's just built up, or it was originally there, it's just been left messy, or what. It's maybe it was where they bled the system and they didn't clean it up. I'm not so sure. Giving that a little clean up, and that's a little bit. It's taken off all the paint underneath it, so it's going to be another little thing to rub down and get some primer on or something, just make sure it's good, and then I can paint it as and when, really. Yeah, other than that, new mattress, solar bits and bobs. Yeah, it's been going good. Nice and relaxed. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Butter's melting rapidly. So the swans are coming over. Reposition the camera a little bit again. One of them swans looks like it's got a manky foot, or it's broken its leg and it's not healed properly or something. But obviously a good year for the swans. Loads of the little, what are they, gooselings? Swanlings, I can't remember what they're called, cygnets maybe? Might be cygnets. Been a while since I've looked into my ornithology. I'm sitting there right next to the dog. they're well fed round here.
I bet they are.
We'll leave it there. Cheers, guys.